Yo, welcome back. This is Stu42 with another Minecraft episode. Last time we did the clean room, I have a slight correction to that episode. I thought that we had a buggy, a buggy precision engraver there. We had the diamond lens in there and I put a couple of wafers in and lost both of them, put the glass one in, put two in and kept both of them. After I finished recording, I actually put another 8 in there with the glass lens and lost 5 of them and 3 worked. So I've restarted my server, gone back to the diamond lens, put 5 through and all 5 have come through. So I don't know whether my server was buggy or whether you just lose some and I've been lucky / unlucky at various points. But either way, that seems to be working now anyway. Now, one of the things I wanted to do today I wanted to go back to tier 3 because there's this last quest here that is an important quest. For progression, the SMD circuits. I've got everything except for the SMD capacitor. Now I've started keeping all my circuits in the drawer here. So we've got the SMD transistor, diode and resistor, missing the capacitor. The capacitor is made one of 2 ways though. We need either a silicone rubber sheet or a PVC sheet, or thin PVC sheet rather. Now, I could make silicone rubber or PVC. I've decided PVC is probably the way to go just because I can use it for a couple of other things. I'm guessing I can use silicone rubber for other things as well, but as I'm usually short on silicone, we'll go the PVC route, although then I need chlorine. So to make PVC though, let's have a look. There we go, molten polyvinyl chloride. This is made in the chemical reactor, vinyl chloride and oxygen. That's probably actually the one I will use. Yeah, I mean, I could do compressed air at some point down the path. I do need to start compressing air actually, but for now, I think we're just gonna use oxygen. And to do that, we need vinyl chloride. Vinyl chloride is made chemical reactor. I'm probably gonna use this one here, which is ethylene and chlorine. All of the recipes require some form of ethylene. Some of them just require hydrochloric acid and oxygen. Others require just chlorine. I think I need hydrochloric acid for some other things, so I might as well use this as the process to make hydrochloric acid as well as my vinyl chloride. I can pipe that off to wherever else I need it, and then I just need to pump the chlorine in from elsewhere. And of course, I need ethylene, and ethylene we already have being made over here. I was pumping it in, well, this chemical reactor used to be over here. I've moved it out of the way so that we can keep making polyethylene there, but also the ethylene can be piped off to a machine here. In fact, I'll probably put the machine there and then the canner or the solidifier there and just have some power hooked up to that. Yeah, and that'll get our PVC done, and then I can finish this quest here and see hopefully what it unlocks. To do that though, I'm first going to need to process a bunch of stuff. I'm incredibly short on copper, so I'm going to process a bunch of, there we go, we're doing some chalcopyrite now. So we'll get some copper made, make a bunch of stuff, and then I'll come back and we'll hopefully get some PVC going. So see you back here in just a sec. Alrighty, I think I have made the right amount of machines. So from the molten, not soldering alloy, we wanted molten poly. I needed to make some soldering alloy, which is why that's in there. Molten polyvinyl chloride. Now, we needed a chemical reactor from vinyl chloride and a chemical reactor from ethylene. So we have 2 chemical reactors. Let's put one there, one there. How am I going to get... Oh, there's fuel just there. Look at that. Fantastic, actually. That worked out better than expected. Now, I built a bunch of these. These are pretty cheap to make now, so let's just throw one in there, and one there, because we're going to only use the fluid solidifier. Now, let's just make sure output, and input. Now I've disconnected it from the polyethylene side for now. Now, what do we need to do? We need a chemical reactor. So we need a, there we go, vinyl chloride circuit with 1. And the vinyl chloride is gonna be made, we decided ethylene and chlorine. circuit 1. Cool, so 2 circuit 1s. Now I had made a bunch, like a whole bunch of circuit 1s, and then I made this as well, so we have got plenty of those. A bit of a waste of resources, but I always seem to use them. What do we want? We want a screwdriver. 1, 2. Awesome. Now later on we can probably turn this into the big reactors. They seem to function a little bit better. And now we have our fluid solidifier. Now, just to make sure, when we are using polyvinyl, hit U on that, sorry, hit U on the cell, we can can it, we can solidify it, we can can it. So the only thing that polyvinyl chloride is useful in is a fluid solidifier. So that was just making sure of that. Now we want to, I might be out of oil, but I have a bunch of light fuel. I really need to deal with moving my pyrolyzed oven. I get this sickness and slowness all the time. Cool, so this is going to pump liquid into there, and we are going to need chlorine for that. So we want, let's grab 8 empty cells of chlorine. There should be some here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool, this should prove the theory at least. So, ethylene plus chlorine equals vinyl chloride. The vinyl chloride will go through, and then we just need some oxygen to go with it to get molten. We have a bunch of oxygen over here. I am just going to steal 10 of that oxygen. Wow, I'm really getting slow from that. 500. Now we should just need 1,000 of that. And yeah, there's still some automation I can do here to make sure that we take away the empty cells and take away the piles of carbon. 750. And probably take away whatever the result of this is, which I'm guessing will be empty cells. Well, actually, and the hydrochloric acid should come out of there as well. Last bit, come on. Let's prove this theory. Ah, we need 2,000 of it, or more anyway. Let's have a look. How much do we actually need? Vinyl chloride. Chemical reactor, number 5. We need 1,000 ethylene, 2 chlorine, and a circuit 1. Ah, you know what I'm missing? I am missing fuel. Sometimes it is just the simplest of things. 3 fluid pipes. All right, so this is not going to be enough. Oh, yeah. I think one of my future episodes is going to have to be moving There we go, come on, get some power. There we go. Yeah, going to be moving that pyrolyzed oven far away to pollute some chunk where I don't have to deal with it. All right, now we need to fluid auto output. So the fluid auto output goes to here. We now have vinyl chloride. Wow, okay, so it's going to use some odd amounts, 144 by the looks there, to make that, and we will auto output the fluid. And there we are, molten PVC. So we can now use that to make the plates, which we will also use to make the foil. Now I do want to do that this episode. Oh wow, this is amazing timing. So I'll be making my stack of plastic circuit boards with the iron 3 chloride. And let's just get this finished, because I did want to show the this room working. Got everything in there. Hooray! Cool, so I'm going to need to bring in the other stacks of these, but that is making good MV tier processes, and we can now use those in the circuit assembler to make this tier, and this tier we can then use to make needs the clean room. Is it that one? No, that's microchip. That one, EV tier. So we're going to need to make some EV tier from that. Now I have got a bunch of these other things, more plastic circuit boards. So yeah, we're going to use a bit of the sulfuric acid, but that is producing quite nicely. Now if we run fast enough, we shouldn't interrupt it. Okay, so let me grab. So the last bit we wanted was the SMD capacitor, the whole object of this episode. We want 2 thin polyvinyl chloride sheets and an aluminium foil. So let's grab 2 of those and throw that through. And then we're going to want the plate. Now let's just make sure I did have that the right way around. Yeah, so if we have 2 plates of aluminium, we're going to want 4 plates of the chloride. So let's grab that. And we should, oh, we got heaps in there, look at that. No power. For now, I'm going to use one of these slightly bigger pipe, but it's what I have on me, so let's just use it. And I will fix it up later. Cool, so 1, 2, 3, 4 is happening, take it out, and there is 4. There's the 8 of those. This should happen pretty quick to get 16. Thin PVC, aluminium foil. Now we need the polyethylene side, which is this one. I think we get 8 each time. Nope, 12. Amazing. So that's actually all we need to complete this quest. Oh man, I could totally make another, what's that, another 12 and get 60? Oh no, we've got 60 already, or have we got more? Yeah, okay, we're gonna have more than a stack. Awesome. Well, let's just grab those. No, wrong chest, we want this one. So, some of those, some of those, some of those. Da-da-ding, fantastic. Cool, so what do we get? Polyethylene pulp, cool, we can use that for some stuff. Now if we claim that, awesome, that is done. There is nothing more leading off that one, which does mean hopefully it's opened something else. Yeah, look at this. This central processing unit was not here before. And we've been making these, and look, we get a diamond lens and an auto lens, which that's kind of a moot point. Like, we need to have the lens in order to make. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to make some of those. We've already done this, so let me go away. I'm going to make a few more of these because I need to make another stack of them anyway. So I will complete this and see if we open anything else up for this episode. Otherwise, this could be a nice short episode for a change, which allows me to make more episodes, I guess. Anyway, I'll see you back here in just a sec. So I'm just back very, very briefly. I just put 8 of these in and got 8 out with a diamond lens. So it sort of leads me to believe that it may have been a problem with my server as opposed to some sort of weird thing with that, which is honestly what I was leaning towards. It was either a bug on the diamond lens, which we've disproven already, or it was my server fault. I really doubt, like if we hit U on this, we can see the cutting machine recipe. There would normally be a percentage chance there, although we are using water. Yep, still no percentage chance there. So, yeah, sorry, on that one, on that one with the diamond lens, yeah, still no percentage chance. Anyway, so it looks like just a bug with the server. Now let's just finish this. A few seconds longer. As I've always said, I'm always torn in these sort of situations whether to cut completely or just wait for it to finish. It's not taking too long though. One of the other things I'm going to talk about briefly while we're here though is on our map further down here, I've actually drained this oil well as well. So that's 2 oil wells down. We've got this one over here or this one over here, probably similar distances. I think this one's going to be easier to go for because I'm already sort of halfway there. I can just throw some more tracks out. Yeah, out and along to there. Looks like there's one there as well. Yeah, I'm not sure where else we can go. There's one over that side. I will need to get this railway here sorted before we can do that, so we can tunnel through and get over there past Cat's place. But yeah, otherwise we are starting to look like we're going to need to start doing some quests for the other sort of oil and gas and things. So auto lens, diamond lens, or a loop bag. Let's just go for the loop bag. Now that we've done that, and yes, it has unlocked something else, advanced circuit assembling machine. Now I've already got one of these right there. So what I might do is I'll complete this between this episode and next time. Oh, molten polyethylene. Cool. So yeah, I'll complete this between now and next time. It looks like I can just break it and use it, although I want to make sure, of course, that I'm not wasting any stuff. I've still got a bunch of soldering alloy and a bunch of circuits to create in there. So I'll do that first, and then maybe we'll lead on to something else. Now, the other thing that I was just mentioning is, I think, no, not that one. Compress all the things, smelt, time to drill, this one. So pumps are nice, but you're going to reach a point where you want more oil. So we're going to need to do an oil rig at some point. This analyzer here, the seismic prospector, this is the thing that we want to probably do some episodes on this with the oil well, which I've sort of been waiting for. The other thing worth mentioning is the clean room did lead to this portable scanner quest. MV, MV, HV, HV, MV. Yeah, okay, so we can probably make one of these as well. To scan some stuff. I might get that done between this episode and next as well. Anyway, for now, that is going to be all from me. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.